collapsed. The sheer force threw us, and the lights went out, and there was water, big pipes that burst in the stairwell. So I turned around, and I saw the tower begin to collapse, big cloud of black dust. So I took my shoes, and I ran 16 blocks on Church Street.
We made it to the 8th floor. Big explosion. Blew us back into the 8th floor. And I turned to Hesh, I said, this is it, we're dead. We're not gonna make it out of here.
It was the quickest 16 blocks I'd ever run in my life. And that's when I thought we were going to die.
I thought we're dead. I thought that was it. I started praying to Allah. I said, that's it. We're gone.
Yeah. This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
That there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
I did not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
We just saw another plane coming in from the side.
What happened?
Well, I was in the PATH train, and there was a huge explosion sound. Everyone came out. A large section of the building is blown out.
Tuesday's Children, a nonprofit family service organization founded by family and friends of the 9/11 victims, has made a long-term commitment to meet the needs of every family who lost a loved one in the terrorist attacks of September 11th, 2001.
Right? So it shouldn't be that 2 or 3 years and everybody rushes to help and then it kind of fades away. A lot of the kids that need help were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. And 2 or 3 years later in their life, they still need that help.
Mentoring relationships enable children to grow emotionally and socially, build resilience, and develop coping skills while encouraging them to make healthy choices.
Because if you have problems in life, he could help you out with it, and that could be a big help, like further on.
You know, this is something that we should really never forget and continue to help as long as...
It's a work day. I was able to see so many people doing so many different careers.
Michael Kors this year, and we got to see all his new line, and then we got
international, domestic, and local community service programs for both teens and adults. Those who engage in volunteer work experience a significant improvement in emotional well-being, self-esteem, self-worth, and self-efficacy. Importantly, volunteers develop a greater sense of purpose in life, achieve mastery over their lives, and improved life satisfaction.
Am I gonna turn out fine?
Over 40,000 brave and heroic Americans responded to the tragic events of September 11th, 2001. Many have since developed serious health problems, including cancer.
What we have right now in the rotunda of the Capitol is the badges of 29 police officers who have died since 9/11 because of the work they did on the pile, because of their volunteerism, because of their altruism, because of their selfless sacrifice. And the most disturbing thing about these badges is that the average age of these police officers is 46.
Through our First Responder Alliance, has made a long-term commitment to 9/11 responders and their families.
Tuesday's Children's been a shot in the arm, a breath of fresh air. It brings you together with people that have gone through this before when you're feeling like you're by yourself and you don't know what it feels like and you think you're the only one that's feeling it.
It's essential as almost an ongoing monitoring process to overcome what they've gone through and also to share the suffering they've had, but not dwell on it, not to be locked in the suffering, but to use the suffering as a way to go forward.
And you can let your head down, hey, I know it's hard.
143 children from 9 different countries have been brought together to share their common experience of losing a loved one in a terrorist act and to turn their past into a better future through peace building.
It's coming here and seeing like other people from all around the world.
In different countries we look different, but there are something that we can share.
You think it's so specific to you, but you find out that someone else has something very, very similar.
There are people so severely affected that we can't go forth and help other people in our community.
I was trying to get peace because we don't want the same thing to happen again.
You are a gift and an asset, even with your suffering. In fact, you maybe know much more than most other people. Therefore, when you speak, when you come together, when you meet together across lines of difference and articulate a more hopeful future for yourself and others, that's a message the wider world needs to hear.
Unfortunately, terrorism isn't stopping anytime soon, and I'm not going to be the last kid that's been affected by terrorism, and we need to
It brought me my life back, and Tuesday's Children has brought me back to my family. We do have 6 kids, which I almost lost. They have shown us that life does go on.
I guess you get to recapture, I've been told, of who I was. You don't realize it yourself, but your family realizes it. There's some part of you comes back.
I know what's happened to me, and I can either get mad or I can make a difference.